I now give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I thank you for convening this important and timely debate. We also thank Deputy Special Coordinator Ramiz Alakbarov for his comprehensive briefing. After the catastrophic consequences of the recent two-year war and the unimaginable humanitarian crisis in Gaza, marked by the killing of more than 68,000 innocent Palestinians, most of them women and children, along with widespread starvation, devastation, and displacement, hope has emerged with the signing of the peace agreement at the Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit. Pakistan welcomes the peace efforts led by President Trump and commends the crucial role played by the mediators, Egypt, Qatar, Turkey, and the United States in facilitating the negotiations. We sincerely hope these efforts will yield sustainable results, including a permanent cessation of hostilities and a just, comprehensive, and lasting peace. Mr. President, the ceasefire, the release of hostages and Palestinian prisoners, and the restoration of humanitarian flows are welcome steps. Yet, the situation remains fragile. We condemn Israel's continuing attacks in Gaza, resulting in loss of numerous civilian lives. Such actions are contrary to the letter and spirit of the agreement signed in Sharm el-Sheikh. The peace efforts must not be derailed. Lasting stability cannot be achieved through continued occupation and oppression. Pakistan also condemns the Israeli Knesset's preliminary approval of two draft laws aimed at imposing Israeli sovereignty over the occupied West Bank and an illegal settlement, in blatant violation of the historical rights of the Palestinian people, international law, and relevant UN resolutions. Mr. President, Pakistan was a participant of the diplomatic efforts that began on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly's 80th session in New York last month, with a meeting of President Donald Trump with 8 Arab Islamic leaders. In a joint statement, Pakistan, together with the foreign ministers of those Arab and Islamic countries, Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Indonesia, and Turkey, welcomed the announcement by President Trump regarding his peace proposal. We reaffirmed our joint commitment to work with the US to end the war in Gaza through a comprehensive deal that ensures unrestricted delivery of sufficient humanitarian aid, prevents the displacement of Palestinians, the release of hostages, a security mechanism that guarantees the security of all sides, full Israeli withdrawal, reconstruction of Gaza, and a path for a just peace on the basis of the two-state solution, under which Gaza is fully integrated with the West Bank in a unified Palestinian state in accordance with international law as key to achieving regional stability and security. Mr. President, the International Conference on the Two-State Solution, co-chaired by Saudi Arabia and France, was an important endeavor to advance the long overdue realization of the Palestinian people's right to self-determination and statehood. The conference and the peace efforts led by President Trump complement each other and should serve as a foundation for implementing the various commitments and realization of a sovereign Palestinian state. The following steps are essential. First, full implementation of the ceasefire, ensuring a permanent cessation of hostilities, Israeli withdrawal from Gaza, unrestricted humanitarian access, and a comprehensive reconstruction plan. Second, accountability for the grave atrocity crimes committed in Gaza. Third, an end to Israeli illegal actions in the West Bank, including forced displacements, illegal settlements, and annexations. The legal and historical status of Al-Haram al-Sharif and Al-Aqsa Mosque must be upheld. Fourth, the unhindered functioning of UNRWA, whose role is indispensable in providing life-saving assistance. As reaffirmed by the ICJ in its advisory opinion yesterday, Israel is under obligation to facilitate relief provided by the UN and its entities, particularly UNRWA. Lastly, the launch of a credible, time-bound political process consistent with international legitimacy and relevant UN resolutions to establish an independent, sovereign, and contiguous state of Palestine based on the pre-1967 borders with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital. Mr. President, looking ahead, the roles of the UN, the Palestinian Authority, and the Palestinian people will be vital to ensuring legitimate governance, reconstruction, and institution building in Gaza. The role of the Security Council will also be critical and indispensable for the next phases of the peace plan, including for designing and mandating the deployment of an international stabilization force to fulfill the tasks envisaged for it in the peace plan. Pakistan will continue to work with all partners to advance these shared objectives and to help restore peace, justice, and dignity to the Palestinian people. I thank you.